to celebrate Creative Source reaching 100,000 subscribers, I reached out to some of my favourite partners so that we can say thank you to you for all of your amazing support. For 7 days in a row, I launched giveaways for a total of 24 prizes worth over $6,000 so that you can get the chance to have your hands on some great studio gear and software. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who has taken part, and now is the time to announce the winners. Hi folks, I'm Mike and I hope you're well. I am so happy to be here and so super excited about this show as well. Nice to see so many people in the chat. Thank you. I just love having you all here. I really hope that there's some winners in the chat as well. I'm crossing my fingers for everyone in the chat. I'm a little bit biased towards you guys. We are here to announce the 24 winners for my recent 7 days of giveaways. It's just been an absolute joy to run this competition, and hopefully some of you get the chance to get your hands on some hardware and software, which is going to make a big difference to your production. So fingers crossed there. I want to say a big thank you to the sponsor of the show, DistroKid. DistroKid have been a big part of the journey of Creative Source so far. They're big supporters of the channel, and I just want to do a quick shout out especially to Daniel over at DistroKid. He's just an amazing guy. I'm sure that my guests would agree that he's one of the just nicest guys in the industry to actually work with. So big thanks to DistroKid. We'll be talking about them here and there during the show. But if you don't know about them, you can follow this link, sign up to use them, and get your music distributed across all of the main places where you wouldn't want to sell music. Where you'd want to sell music on the internet, you'll get a 7% discount if you follow that link. It's in the description as well. As I say, a huge thank you to the people who are in the live chat. Let's just say a quick hi to some of them. We've got, what have we got here? We've got Simon here from Cornwall in the UK. I don't know what time it is in the UK. It must be around about, close to midnight, 11 p.m., something like that. Thanks for staying up late for that. We've got someone here called Leonard Rogers. Nice to see you here, Leonard. Angry Red Planet. I like that one. What a great username that is. And a quick hi to Elijah Fong, who is from Fiji. We have prizes going out to all kinds of people around the world, actually, and we're going to get on with that soon. But I just want to first of all say that although I've said lots and lots of thanks to people who have subscribed to the channel, viewers of the channel, and I've also obviously said my thanks to the people who have sponsored for this giveaway, the companies who have sponsored. I haven't really delved into the fact that one of the great pleasures of being a YouTuber, what a weird thing to call yourself, one of the great pleasures of that over the last 3 years has been for me to get to know other people who also make music-related recording content for YouTube. What I've found with the people that I have on the show today is not only do they have fantastic channels, which I admire, but also they're great people as well. Behind the scenes, I've got to know all these guys and they've become friends, and that's been really important. I've found an incredibly sort of giving and sharing community in that way. So it's just, I'm going to bring them in one at a time. And before I do that, because I've got my notes here, which I'm not following very well, I just wanted to say quickly that if you're watching the show to find out if you're a winner, you can find out in the show. I haven't emailed any of the winners yet. There were some people discussing whether I've already emailed the winners and they know, and is this a waste of time? No, I haven't emailed any of the winners. So the first time that we're going to hear about the winners for this giveaway is live on the show here. So I was talking about my YouTube buddies. When I started out and had 300 subscribers, there was a guy, an Australian YouTuber who I'd been watching. I thought he had a great channel, really down to earth, really straightforward. And he had 6,000 subscribers at the time. And I thought, God, he's the big cheese. He's a big deal. If I ask him to do a collaboration with me, he's probably just going to ignore my email or ignore my message or something like that. And in fairness, he tried, but he gave in eventually. And his name, of course, is Mr. Pete Johns. G'day, Pete.
You just wouldn't give up. You wouldn't take no for an answer. You just kept coming at me, and I'm like, fine, let's do it. No,
Was it the money that finally won you over?
I think so. No, I think you said, look, I'm Australian, and I'm like, you know what, that'll do. We'll have it. No, it was no one had actually asked me to collaborate at that point. So what I've never told you is that I was actually kind of stoked. I'm just like, oh, someone wants to do something with me too. So no, it was very cool, and as you know, and as many folks on this channel know, you and I have both sort of carved out very similar journeys over the last 3 years of learning and becoming YouTubers. Do you like that word, Mike? Do you like being a YouTuber?
I'm not comfortable with the word YouTuber, really, or influencer. Both of them give me a little bit of a cringe, but, once in a while, though, I had my eyes tested the other day, and no disrespect to Susie there, but I had my eyes I had my eyes tested the other day, and just people say, "What do you do? What do you do?" And I said, "I'm a YouTuber." It's a decent conversation piece at times here and there. People go, "Oh, really? I've never met a YouTuber before."
It is true. It's sad when I go to my accountant. He said, "Oh, what do you do? How do you make money again?" And it's like no one understands. Not even the people that really should understand how it actually all works. But no, I go with content creator or music educator, Mike, because I like to sound sophisticated. But no, let's be honest. We're just blokes who rant on the internet.
We are. Yeah, we're very, very fortunate. But I will say a big thank you to Pete for it's been good. It's been a great 3 years. We've sort of shared a journey together, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'll also say that Pete gave me some advice early on, which has just always stuck with me, and it just comes back again and again and again. I think it was good advice. And he used to say to me, "Mike, play the long game. Play the long game. Don't just look for those viral videos." And as it turns out, I haven't had a viral video piece. Maybe it cursed me, but he was absolutely right. You just have to, and I think this transfers to making music as well. Is that play the long game? Don't just look for the quick hits that you can get.
It is a marathon, not a sprint, after all, for sure.
Absolutely. Now, as much as I would love to chat about these things with you, I'm just going to say hi to all of our other guests quickly, and then we're going to sort of shrink you all down and bring you up at different parts. Is there any innuendos in there? It sounded like there should be an innuendo.
It sounds like fun. I'm in. Try anything twice, mate.
Someone who's been who's chats with me a lot on Facebook Messenger and stuff, and we share a lot of ideas. And he's just such a nice guy. I love what he does. And I want to mention, Pete, quickly, you're well known. We mentioned this last night on your show. You're well known as the guy who made the video about how to clean your headphone socket out on your iPhone. That was your claim to fame. This gentleman done a little bit better than you, I'm going to say, in that he's well known for room treatment, and his name is Dan. He's the Lonely Rocker. There he is. If you want to know, folks, about room treatment, then Dan is your man. He's got several videos on it, but it's from a very approachable thing, Dan. You do a kind of a DIY, how to make it yourself thing. I love that. It's really good. Anyway, how are you today?
I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. Good to see you, and I'm just thrilled to be celebrating with you and giving away some free stuff. Well, you're giving away free stuff, but... Nice to be here.
It's a lot of fun giving away free stuff. Now, I'd love to dwell on you, Dan, but I'm just going to quickly say hi to everyone who's in here, as I say. And the next one, you're a Canadian, Dan. Nice to have Canadians in here. A massive proportion of my audience are Canadians, and I can tell you, just to get people a little bit excited, that I happen to know that, in fact, there's some Canadians amongst the winners of the giveaway. So,
I had nothing to do with it.
No. And another wonderful Canadian that we have. This person is, I've got to know him a little bit more recently, but I can tell you he's an incredibly wonderful and giving person. He's given me a lot of his time and advice about several different things, and love him to bits and really love what he does on his channel. It's just very inspiring. I regularly steal his ideas, as I do from all of you. And his name is Chris Lamb from Mixdown Online. Nice to see you here, Chris.
Nice to see you all. That's exciting. Look at
another
this.
Canadian in the house.
I love that. Dan.
We have the Canadians on this side. See, the Canadians on this side. We just need a referee about right here, and then we should be good to go.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Chris, how do you say welcome to everybody in the live stream? Can you say that in French?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Bienvenue tout le monde à ce live stream. French people in French, they kind of like using English terms, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
Like
why would you come
live
up
stream?
live stream? Why would you come up for a new word with that? I mean,
So there you go. It's already
wonderful
there.
stuff. Wonderful stuff. It always sounds much more sexy in French. I bet even when you're talking to your accountant, it's like you're all orgasming just all the time because it's in French. Is that what happens?
But now, to be fair, I have the Quebec, like the French Canadian accent, which is not the same as in France.
Oh, okay. Folks, I've got links for all of these YouTubers in my description down below. By the way, I definitely recommend you subscribe to all of their channels. And one of the people I especially want you to subscribe to is this gentleman. His name is Ricky T. Brown. I think last time I looked, Ricky, he's the newest YouTuber amongst us. I'm pretty sure last time I looked, you had 83 subscribers, Ricky. This was a couple of days ago. I want everybody in the live chat to follow that link in the description to Ricky's channel. Get him over the 100. I want to see him over the 100 subscribers by the end of this live stream, okay? So just follow the link in the description. Open a new tab, hit subscribe. I'm just going to go over there myself now, Ricky, just to monitor the situation. He's on 85 subscribers. For goodness sake, bring yourself some good, bring yourself some good karma, folks, and go and subscribe over there. I think he's got a couple of videos, but we'll be talking to Ricky a little bit about his journey and how we got to know each other later on. Yeah. And finally, for anybody else who we have to announce their names later as a winner who has anything remotely European sounding apart from French, we're going to call on this guy. His name is Marlon, and he hails from Holland. Good to see you, Marlon. How you doing? I feel like we could do like the Eurovision Song Contest now, couldn't we? We could be the judges from the Eurovision Song. How are you, Marlon? By the way, I think he's.
He's on mute.
He's not on mute. There's the
I am on mute.
Yeah. For folks who don't know, Marlon actually does have a channel about audio and recording and all that kind of stuff. He's on top of his game. Definitely check out the link in the description for his channel as well. Marlon, nice to see you. What I will say about Marlon, as one of the people who's in, one of my Facebook chats of groups, is he, despite his demure appearance, he has one of the most dark, cutting senses of humor that I know of anyone. If you like dark humor, just add Marlon on Facebook and just hit him up and say, just have a laugh with me, Marlon. He'll cut you to shreds in a moment. He's good at it. Very humorous with it along the way. So, Marlon, thanks for that. You've given me lots of entertainment over the last couple of years.
Yeah. Thank you.
So if any put downs are needed during the show, I think Marlon's your man.
I don't know if what will happen tonight. I'm doing my best to stay awake. So.
Oh, am I boring you?
Well, that's another question.
I opened that door. Okay, look, what I'm going to do now, just to help the folks who are in the live stream along, because I'm sure they're eager to find out if they have won anything or not, is get on with the first announcement for winners. We've got a few to go through, 24 all in all. And I just want to remind people about this prize, first of all. The first prize that we had up from the first video was from Celemony. Let's see what they were offering up. And it's that I have for you as a prize in this giveaway. Yes, the lucky winner will win a full license for Melodyne 5 Studio, valued at around about $699 US. Let's go.
Well, that went well.
Where's he gone? Himself.
I don't know. Poof.
He took all the prizes for himself.
And that's it. He's gone.
So let's talk about the real YouTuber here. Pete.
That was really, really interesting, wasn't it?
Melodyne comes in a few different versions to suit different budgets.
Stop.
They're very best.
Is that happening for everyone or just me?
Such a professional. Such a professional.
That was so much fun. If anyone didn't catch that, Melodyne comes in a few different versions. So the prize involved, anyway, just to recap, is their top one. It's Melodyne 5 Studio. We are going to find out who the winner of that is right away. And I am going to, let's see, I'm going to ask... Let me just have a look at the name first. Oh, okay. Chris.
No.
I think we're going to go over to Chris here. This should be easy for you, Chris. I feel like it should be you saying this one out. I'll put it up on the screen now. This is the lucky winner of our first prize, which is Melodyne 5 Studio, and that winner is...
Simon Moreau.
Oh, you see, well done. Congratulations, Simon.
Congrats.
I was going to say
That's a
Simon.
good
Hands up, who uses Melodyne here?
Yeah.
No, we've got Pete's got his hand down, Dan's got his hand down, and Chris, tell me about that. Have you got an
I
objection?
always sing on pitch. I don't need to. No.
I just don't sing.
I work with Very Audio in Cubase, so I don't need Melodyne.
They've got something built into Cubase, have they?
Yeah.
They do, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
Oh,
I used to
cool.
work with Melodyne, but since that came into Cubase, I just switched right away, and
Oh, interesting.
I've been using Very Audio since then.
Cool. Awesome. Look, we've just had a bit of a late arrival here. I'm just going to bring her in and say hi. It's a bit of chaos here. Welcome to the show, Jade. Hey, Jade, how you doing?
Hi, Jade.
I'm going to try and make you full screen in a moment.
don't do that.
There you go. Welcome, Jade. Lovely. Look, I've just done a big introduction for everyone. And it's a joke.
Hey?
Jade,
Echo.
your introduction is, first of all, I want to say I've just been watching, before I came on here, I was watching your live stream. So thanks for coming over straight from there. Lovely to, I'm going to ask you about that a little bit later, actually, because it looked like a really great live stream. But by the way, if you do follow Jade's link in the description and check out her channel, one thing I think she does an excellent job of, better than any of us, is going cross-eyed, is interviewing people. She's got just the right, that sort of what's the personality for interviewing people. She does a great job. I always enjoy watching her interviews. And the great thing, you know a person's a good interviewer when you don't know who the guest is, but you watch it anyway because the interview is just fascinating. You draw people in that way. So thanks, Jade. We'll have a little bit of a chat about that a bit later on. But I'm going to minimise you again now. Okay.
Yay! I love interviewing people, by the way. It makes me so happy, you know. I get to share people's music and who they are. It's just wonderful. I love it.
It is. And it looked like you were having a great time today with that interview. So
Always.
we'll chat about that later. I thought that that it was an interesting week from different perspectives. For me, I had a very busy week. One thing I didn't have time to check out was basically the new Apple announcement. There was some sort of Apple announcement, something like that. And as I was busy, I had laundry, I had to wash dishes, take the kids to school, and I didn't find out anything about it whatsoever. Actually, I just knew that there was some new Apple thing that came out. So I'm just going to quickly go over to a couple of people who I saw make sort of social media things about this, and those two people, I've got a lot of things to control here, guys. Just hanging with me. No, I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't what I meant to do. Hang on, Jade, sorry, you're going to go, oh, God, why doesn't it make this easier? It should make this easier, the whole thing. Who am I getting rid of here? I don't need Ricky. I don't need Chris. Hey, here we go. Hey. Those were the old buggers. So you guys did, quickly just tell us about Apple. What's the highlight for you, Pete?
Highlight for me is that at the Apple Mac M1, they went Pro, they went Max, now they've gone Ultra, which is just basically an absolute Intel killing machine. It is the Mac Studio, the brand new Mac, which is like a Mac Mini on steroids. And it's going to be, well, people are very excited. The people on the Mac side are very excited about the fact that it's going to be a game changer for folks that work in studios, especially if you do lots of high-res 8K video and the like. And we also got the new iPhone SE3 and a new iPad Air. So
don't care about those. Dan, oh, pointing the wrong way here. Dan, you've already placed an order.
I have placed an order. I've been waiting 2 years to buy a new computer. I've been running my old 2013 Mac Pro, and there's just hasn't been that mid-tier desktop machine. It's been I've been saying it for a couple of years. What happened to the middle? Because the Mac Pro became like, super, super, super expensive. And I was close to it. I said I just couldn't because once I priced it out with everything I needed, it was like $12,000 to $15,000 for it. So I waited, hoping that they would launch something, and there was supposed to be a Mac Mini Pro, and it actually leaked the day before the Mac event. So I saw it, I go, no, it can't be. Anyways, as Pete mentioned, the Ultra, which is basically two M1 Max chips fused together. So they have two versions of the Mac Studio. There's the M1 Max version, and then there's the M1 Ultra version. So I stuck my hand deep in my pockets and I ordered the Ultra. And not the top, like the 48 core version. There's a 48 and a 60 core, but it's going to be still like you're going to spend like $6,000 on a computer. We're talking Canadian dollars, but you can't upgrade anything in it. So you just basically had to throw everything in that you could afford: 64 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD. Hopefully that will serve me for the next 5-6 years, and you won't hear me bitching for a while.
Going from your 2013 to that is going to be like a rocket ship, isn't it? I mean,
my videos are going to be done before I even get out of bed.
So yeah, you will have enough power there to power several virtual guitar plugins, I imagine. So good on you, Dan. You won't even have to play guitar anymore.
Well, they claim you could do 18 streams. Yeah, true. They claim you could do 18 streams of 8K ProRes video. 18, we'll see. I don't do that. I don't even do 4K, so I think I'll be fine.
Slight overkill.
Good stuff. Well, it's nice to see that Apple getting people excited still, even if it's not me. We're going to move on to to announce our next winner, and I might as well just keep you two up here to announce the next winner. And let's have a look at the name. This should be fun. Okay, so let's just have a little reminder. Hopefully, this will work this time about what this prize is. This was the second giveaway I did. It was from Audient. Let's have a look.
I have to tell you, today may be your lucky day because Audient have generously offered 3 prizes for this giveaway. They have offered 1 Evo 8 audio interface, 1 ID4 Mark II audio interface, and 1 ID14 Mark II audio interface.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? I've got Dan here. G'day, Dan. How you going? It's going to be your job to read out the name here, Dan. So I'm just going to pull you up here for the first of these 3. This is incredibly generous of Audient to do this. Really like this. I've used all of these interfaces, and I think you reviewed one of these, didn't you, Dan?
Yes.
Did
Well, the ID4, I did one on that. We did a little collaboration on just teaching recording guitars at home. So that was sort of the centerpiece.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've just looked at the name of the first winner, and I've had a change of heart, okay? Dan, I'm not going to have you read this one out. I've decided I'm going to go to Ricky for this one. Good day, Ricky. How you going?
Bro.
You're on name reading duties here. So let's pull this first one up. This one's for you,
Okay.
Ricky, to read out. This is the winner of the Evo. Go for it.
Oh,
Ricky.
it's easy.
Right. Hold on. Hans Bo Hendrickson.
Not too bad. I think he
Not
did
too
an
bad.
okay. I think he did an okay job.
That was easy, mate. That was easy.
What say you, Marlon? How was the pronunciation there, Marlon? Of that
I think it was
European
great. I was hoping for a bit more of Bo in there.
hands. Boom. Yeah, so true. Well, that was nice. Let's go on to the next one. I'm just going to randomly pull people up here. We have a Canadian up next, and this is nice because I actually recognise the name of this person, and I'll say that I recognise that she is in my Facebook group. So let's find out who it is. Now, all the ladies from my Facebook group are going, oh, it must be me because there's hardly
All 2 of them.
There's only 2 of them.
All 2 of them, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, let's have seeing as the winner is from Canada, let's have Dan read this one out. Go for it, Dan.
Alicia Oh my god, I should wear my glasses. I can't see. Alicia Halderson.
You're slow.
I'm trying to look all cool without glasses here, but it failed miserably. Congratulations, Alicia, and way to represent Canada.
And finally, Marlon, if you could read this one out for me. This is for the ID14 Mark II interface.
Stanley Piontek.
There you go. I almost read that as
Ion
Piano
Tech.
Tech the first time because there's a company called there's a product called Piano Tech, and I thought this must be one of those fake, and then I was like, oh no,
Could be a new startup for board games or Piontek.
Okay, let's insult the winners. So good job to everyone who entered there. Just in case I didn't make it clear, I will be emailing all of the winners as well. So their names will be announced here, but I will be emailing you directly after the show, and then I will put you in contact with the sponsors who will get your prizes to you. Okay, so the good thing is you'll know it's not a fake email from a scammer because you can watch this show and see your name read out. So moving on, I just want to quickly, as I say, I did mention at the beginning of the show that one of the great sponsors of Creative Source has been DistroKid, and I quickly like to remind people about the great discount they can get from DistroKid if they follow the link. If you do follow the link in the description down below, it's going to take you to a special page on DistroKid with this yellow banner at the top. That banner is letting you know that you're going to get a further 7% discount off your first year if you sign up here. And let's face it, it's already very cheap. If we scroll down, we can see that a year's membership is $19.99 per year for an unlimited number of albums and songs. And so long as it's your own music, there are no extra charges, and you get to keep all of the royalties from the various platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, Pandora, Amazon, Instagram, Tidal, iHeartRadio, Deezer, and more. Jade Star is looking at her phone currently, which is
I was just entering the competition via WhatsApp. Hang on. Sorry.
That's lovely. I love that. Jade, I was just watching your live stream before I came on air, really early actually in the morning for me. It's kind of interesting to wake up.
Oh, where'd he go? Did he disappear forever? Oh, no, I'm all alone. No. Oh, no, I can't deal with it. What do I do? Do I dance? La, 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 la. Where's he gone? Somebody bring him back. He's disappeared. Is it just me? Or have I crashed? What's happening? Anyway, all right, let's try. You can still hear me? Right, we're still good. Hello. I'm Mike, and I hope you're well. DistroKid, do you know about DistroKid? They support my channel as well. So, did you?
I'm appear to be back. One moment, guys. I don't know if you can see me or not. Dan, can you see me?
I can see you.
Oh, you can see me. Okay, because everything froze for me there. I couldn't control anything. I couldn't click on anything. We're really testing the system here. It's going to be interesting. I had Jade on there, but then Jade completely froze for me. Couldn't see what was happening there. But what I'm going to do is just go to a different segue until I can be sure Jade is back. So quickly, I'm going to bring up Mr. Chris Salim. And also,
now try to stay on, okay, Mike?
I know I'll try to stay on.
Okay, Marlon is with me. Okay, I'm not going to be stuck alone if something happens.
Actually,
Yes.
Mike, when you froze and Jay took over, it actually improved the show.
Thank you so much for that. What happened for me is all of you froze for me, and I was like, I'm the only one on the show now. I couldn't do anything. But anyway, let's move on. Another big announcement that happened very recently was that I saw that Cubase went from version 11 to version 12. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And both of you guys are Cubase users. The last time I used Cubase, I think was version 9. I thought it was great back then. Just really, really, it's always been a very, very solid DAW. all the way through. I was having a chat on Pete's show last night, and I was saying I'm actually not a fanboy of any particular DAW. Whatever works for you is the best DAW to use. All of the main DAWs are actually really good. I mean, they're all really, really good. But you guys have chosen Cubase. So what I want to do is I would just want to find out in a nutshell. I'll go to Chris first. If you're going to choose one highlight, Chris, what's it going to be for version 12 of Cubase?
Multi-track audio warp, I would say.
Multi-track
I'm debating with,
audio.
I have like two that I like a lot, two features that I'm in love with, but this is one of them.
What is multi-track audio warp? Go.
Oh man, okay. Warping is a kind of an editing thing that you do straight on the wave file, okay, without slipping any audio events. So you just go straight in and you just move the wave. Basically, I'm trying to keep that simple, but it's just a matter of moving waves around to tighten up a sound, for example. So this is the kind of stuff that is practical if you want to just kind of even quantized or just to move the timing of an audio, basically. And back with previous versions, we had that on single tracks. So you just go into an audio event where you go straight into the editing window and you put your warping point and you move things around. But now you can do it multi-track. So you can just group everything in a folder and straight from the project window without going into an audio editing window. So it's very easy to access. You put on your points, you move things around. Very practical for live drums.
Yeah, I was going to say live drum
like
quantizing
a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
You can actually quantize straight if you want. I'm not a big fan of quantizing live drums, but I do everything manually. But it's a very practical and fast way to just move things around. If you just need to tighten up just one thing together, you can just do it with multi-track audio warp.
Sounds very, very
actually
exciting.
That audio warp actually sounds really good, to my surprise. It really sounds good.
The algorithm they use is actually pretty impressive.
Because that's always the issue with any kind of audio stretching, or which you're ultimately doing there, is that sometimes you get lucky. In my experience, in different DAWs, and it sounds okay, and other times you're like,
Cubase has like 9 algorithms, I think,
something like that.
for time stretching.
Something like that.
So you can choose and go through which one sounds best. My highlights are actually the audio warp engine. Obviously, it was just so good. But I really dig the new crossfade editor. It sounds a bit boring, but that one is so good. They I think they ported it over from Nuendo. The few times I worked in Nuendo, it's way more flexible. You can go into detail how exactly you want your crossfade.
Cool.
And that's very powerful. One of the big assets, and of course the new licensing system, which is still a bit wonky because it works for Cubase and it works for Dorico, if I'm correct. But all other Steinbeck products still use the dongle, so that's a bit, But I do like that I can switch now easily between my PC and my Mac, and have Cubase running on both on a single license. So you don't have to. I think you can have up to 3 licenses now with that one license you have. So actually you can run on 3 computers on 3 different locations. So that's actually a really good deal, I would say.
Cool. Very good stuff. Nice news there. Check out both Marlon and Chris have done videos on the new release of Cubase 12. Check out their videos. The links are in the description. I hope to get Jade back so that we can continue that conversation. Everyone's looking a little bit frozen to me in my little previews, but we'll see. Jade, please hang in there. I'm going to get back to you soon. Let's get on with announcing the next round of winners. This was from Plugin Boutique. And they put up, I think, 10 prizes all in all. So we're going to announce all 10 of those folks right now. Let's have a look and see what those prizes are.
For this giveaway, they have generously offered 10 full licenses for plugins and software valued at over $700. These include Plugin Boutique Scalar 2, Plugin Boutique Big Kick, Plugin Boutique Virtual CZ, Plugin Boutique Carbon Electra, Plugin Boutique Stereo Savage, Plugin Boutique Radio, Loop Masters Chords, Loop Masters Bassmaster, Loop Cloud annual subscription plus 7,200 points.
Okay, very, very cool. And I've just
Cool.
seen that Jade has been able to pop back in. I'm so happy about that, Jade. Sorry about that.
all right. Everyone
well,
else could see me except you.
I know. It was, for me, it was like
send Mike
everyone.
some internet.
No, it's terrible. Me and Pete Johns are suffering internet-wise at the moment. I tell you, here in Australia, the politicians didn't put a lot of emphasis on it about 10 years ago, and we're suffering for it now. But anyway, there you go. That's my little rant. Jade, I'm glad you're back because you could read out some of the names here that we've got for the winners for the Plugin Boutique giveaway prizes here. So let's start off. I'm just going to go round up. I'm going to put myself up there. We're going to start off with me, then we're going to go Chris, then we're going to go Marlon, then we're going to go Jade, okay? Let's rattle through these. Starting off, I am happy to congratulate with Scalar 2, Mr. Bob Fossum from the USA. Congratulations, Bob. I haven't tried Scalar at all yet, but I hear lots of really good things about it. People say that once they get it, it's like, how did I ever do without it? So that's going to be a good one. Chris, up to you for this one.
This one goes to Dragan Komanovic from Serbia.
Hey, well done on the pronunciation there. Congratulations to Dragon there. Thank you so much for entering. Next, Marlon.
Steve Russell.
From America.
That was easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Steve Russell.
Jade.
Ooh, Carlton St. Dennis.
With an appropriate level of reverb there. Thank you so much for that, Jade. Nice to see. I was chatting with someone the other day from Mexico, and they were saying how much they enjoy the channel. It's sort of a bit of a buzz sometimes, isn't it, guys, when you're a YouTuber, and then people from far off countries are watching your stuff, and it's sort of like, oh, that's so cool. People in Mexico watch me. And one of the people in Mexico who watched me is Mr. I'm going to get this wrong, aren't I? Fred Charlot. It could be Charlotte, but I'm going to say Charlot, okay? Congratulations, Fred, for winning Stereo Savage there. Moving on, Chris, this is your one.
Bruce Jamet from Spain.
Hey, so
Congrats.
you get the Spanish ones, don't you? You get the Spanish ones, don't you, Chris? Congratulations for that. With radio, I don't know much about this plugin, but it looked sort of pretty good. Haven't tried it at all, but congratulations to Bruce there. Marlon?
Keith Britton.
Yes, mispronounced there.
Britannia.
Obviously, it should be Keith Britton. But anyway.
Keith Britton, mate.
That's right. Congratulations, Keith. You've won chords, and then Jade.
Tim Friary. Congratulations.
Jade is so good at just doing all this stuff. I'm obviously hopeless at just running live streams, but Jade is just very on the ball and has sound effects and all kinds of
Stream Deck. That's
yeah,
what saves my day.
exactly right. If I had a Stream Deck, it would just sit on my desk and I wouldn't use it. It would just be there for eye candy. But anyway, that's another story. Let's move on. Finally, the last prize from the Plugin Boutique section of these giveaways is going to be read out by Chris. And this is the Loop Cloud annual subscription plus 7,200 points. And Chris, it's Canadian after all.
Okay. Kureshi Shivanand.
Yeah.
From Canada.
I think you did a really good job. And actually, I'm
think that's
mistaken.
fair.
That was good, yeah. There is actually one more prize actually from the Plugin Boutique set of prizes. I've just seen that here. So Marlon, you can read this one out. Nice nice European sounding name for you. Happens to be German.
Jürgen Schnitzler.
See, I don't know why you had to do it in that voice. You could have just said Jürgen Schnitzler. Couldn't you?
German has to be said loud, like Jürgen Schnitzler.
Okay. Things are getting out of hand here. Sorry, YouTube. don't agree with this kind of racism stuff that's coming from.
No, it's not racism. It's not racism. I live 6 kilometers from the border. I know how they talk.
So, congratulations to all of the Plugin Boutique winners there. Really good prizes. Thank you again to Plugin Boutique for supplying those. And I'm going to quickly do my last little segment. And again, I know everyone here uses DistroKid, and you know, either promotes it on their channel or just uses it for their releases. It's just so easy to do. That was the thing that I always felt that, this is going to be complex. I'm going to have to open up accounts everywhere, all over the internet, blah, blah, blah. It's not. You open up one account with DistroKid, they sort out everything else, and there you go. You go ahead and upload your music. If you want to release your music via DistroKid, there's just a couple of things you need. First of all, the music itself. Here's mine in my DAW Cakewalk, and I'm exporting it to an uncompressed WAV file for best results. Now, the other thing you'll need is some artwork. I just grabbed an old photo which I'd taken on the beach, chucked on some text here, and that's what I call art. Then I went over to DistroKid, and I just have to fill in this extra easy form. It's a no-brainer form. You get helped all the way through with little hints and things. You can't really do anything wrong. You just go ahead and confirm a few things about your music, and then you just have to actually upload the artwork and the song itself, and DistroKid takes care of the rest. It's going to send it out to all of the best platforms so that people can hear and buy your music. Yes, now I just want to quickly mention before we go on with the rest of the show that I had not intended to do another giveaway next week, but a company approached me with a possibility of a giveaway, which I just couldn't refuse. So if you don't win anything here, I'm announcing one on Tuesday, which actually is the biggest value of prize that I've ever given away, even bigger than anything in this giveaway. It comes via two huge, big companies in the business. And I'm just going to say that if you won this, you should just have everything you need to make music. That's it. You just got everything. It's a fantastic prize. So do check out the channel on Tuesday. Amongst the incredible things that you get with this prize, which is coming up, is an amazing array of virtual instruments. And amongst those virtual instruments, you could be making all kinds of music, you know, whether it's rock or pop or hip hop or what have you. But also, one of the strengths, I think, of the virtual instruments you get is the kind of orchestral stuff that you get in there. There's some beautiful orchestral instruments amongst this prize, which I'll be announcing on Tuesday. And of course, people making music for soundtracks and for games and things are reaching for virtual instruments much more these days than they are using live orchestras and things. But talking about people that make orchestral music, I was just trying to chat earlier on with my friend Jade Starr, because over on her show just before we went here, she was interviewing I'm going to pull up the name here. I'm going to try and be professional here. Someone called Ingo. Jade, as I say, I often don't know about the guests on your shows, but I get drawn in by, first of all, you pick great guests, and also you have a great way of interviewing. So can you give us a recap, because people can follow the link in the description, check this show out, but can you give us a recap on what Ingo was all about? I left the stream at the stage he was starting to discuss what equipment and what software he uses. I know he mentioned Spitfire Audio, for example, but yeah, carry on. You tell us all about that.
Yeah, look, Ingo, an amazing artist. He really came to prominence here on YouTube during the pandemic. Like a lot of us found our feet when a lot of other negative things were happening. And he makes this beautiful, he does covers of and he creates orchestral versions of them. And he reaches out to vocalists that he finds around YouTube and various places and gets them to sing these covers. And in a very short period of time, like a year and a half, he's just got a massive catalogue and a massive growing fan base. I found him on Pete's show on YML and Metalhead Hippie show, and and I've had the pleasure of singing on one of his tracks, and I closed out the show today with one of my songs, Do What Makes You Happy, where he messaged me just before Christmas and he added some orchestral stuff to it. It was beautiful.
Oh, cool.
He gave it to me for Christmas, and He's such a beautiful soul. I'm so lucky, Mike. I've had you on the show. I've had Pete. Many people. There are some people here in the chat who I've had on. I just seek out interesting artists, and I love to spotlight them and give them a platform to speak for a couple of hours, play their music. And I'm so blessed that today was my 64th interview, and I just love it. It makes me
sensational.
so happy.
And Jade, just a thank you to you as well for what you do for the community. Like, you're one of those people. You seem to be on several channels, like moderating, and you're always like facilitating the chat as well. If you're not on the show, and you come on my show regularly, you're on Pete's, but you're so giving and you're so encouraging to everyone, and it's just beautiful to see. And thank you so much for that. People, check out Jade's channel. For me, I guess your channel, the basis of your channel is about doing things with apps on iOS, but for me, the highlight, I've got to say, is the interviews. I'm just enjoying the interviews so much. You've had some great artists on there, something I have on sort of in the background sometimes when I'm doing things and play it kind of like a podcast. It's just really great fun. Love it very much. We've just had...
thank you. I just want to say thank you. That's really kind of you to say that.
Oh,
thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Very well, very well deserved. Now, I did say at the beginning that I'm just so blessed as a person to know the people who are here with me today. And one of them's just popped in. I'm glad he's here because he's just been a big part of the history of Creative Source as well over the last couple of years. And one of the things that happens, we all have lives apart from being YouTubers. Things happen, things turn to shit sometimes. We have good and bad days. And one of the people I've always found is really supportive for me is Mr. Ed Thorne. He likes to play the tough guy, but he's actually very, very sweet and very, very supportive as a friend and a great YouTuber as well. How are you doing, Ed?
Hey guys, can you hear me all right?
How many times have you had COVID now, Ed? Just tell me.
Twice. So my brain is now 4% smaller. And I won't talk about what else is smaller.
You sound a bit crook right now.
I've had a rough month for a variety of reasons. But yeah, I've had a bad back, which is now hurting. Now I'm sat down. I'm at home, not in my studio because it's too late to go down there, and I've just done a 12-hour day doing sound on a corporate event for Bloomberg, which was fun.
All of this on top of the fact you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you think, not only am I a ginger, but I'm a drummer as well. I mean, it must be painful. It must be really, really hard for you to get through it. No, but yeah.
I have no polite comebacks, Mike.
Look, a number of people, all the drummers have just left the stream now. But recently you've just got back into your YouTubing again, and can I just ask you quickly, you've looked at that new universal audio interface. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet. What do you reckon to that? I saw you, what were you comparing it to in your last video?
The Focusrite Scarlett, of course.
Yeah,
and
the
the Volt does come out on top.
Well, of course, yeah. What's the price difference between those two?
About £20, $25 US. So
that's not much.
It's not, and I would say it is a superior device. I mean, it's close, and it's so subjective at that price point, but yeah, I think it's a winner. So check it out. Very good comparison on my channel about that.
Yeah, dude. You are definitely the guy. Everyone gets known for different things, and you just seem to do so well in terms of getting people information about audio interfaces. Lots of people really seem to appreciate your videos on that. It's nice to see. I just noticed you've got some different headphones on there, Ed, to the ones I've normally seen you in. Is that some Universal Audio ones you got on there?
No, do they do headphones?
I'm sorry, not Universal. Sorry.
Austrian Audio, yeah.
Austrian Audio, I beg your pardon.
Well, Universal Audio have just released their microphones, so I would not be surprised if they go down the headphone route and the speaker route and just take over. Now, they're Austrian Audio. These are wireless Bluetooth ones, and I'm using them just because I'm at home because I couldn't get in the studio.
Oh, okay.
And I remembered as I was in the backstage bit, I do have an audio interface. I think I've got a cable that's broken, and I think I've got an SM58 somewhere. I was going to go and grab that because I thought turning up with laptop audio wasn't acceptable in our niche,
it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. That's why I'm going to switch you off. But yeah, no, I think you share the same headphones as Ricky T. Brown here. Is that are they called the X15s, Ricky? Those Austrian
Audio?
Audio.
Are the cheaper ones, yeah.
But they're very good, apparently.
They're
They're
brilliant.
identical
Absolutely
headphones,
brilliant.
just one's battery powered and one's cable powered.
Doing well in England. Obviously, I've got my Austria Audio headphones on. These are genuinely my favourite headphones. I've got a lot of headphones. I'm sort of spoiling the ending, the sort of punchline to an upcoming video that I've got planned, which is what I think are the best headphones around on the market at the moment. But yeah, these ones, you always see me on the live streams because they've got some closed back versions of these now as well, which
I didn't like them.
you didn't. Oh, okay, I'm going to be trying them soon. So,
But I've not tried the 65s. Austrian Audio didn't.
They're just so good, so good. You know, when you
Yeah,
want
I've
that
got
good
the
sound and you
65s
want
as well.
comfort as well. You've got the 65 as well, have you, Ricky?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing
brilliant.
well. Doing well.
Yeah,
I might as well
yeah.
keep you guys up to announce the next prize. We are going to be looking at some prizes. First of all, this company have supported me longer than any company. I think around about the time when I contacted Pete with my 300 subscribers, this company contacted me as well, and they are
Was it Waves Audio?
No, Ample Sound, and they've just been great supporters of the channel all the way through. The one thing I love about Ample Sound is, you know, the people who offer up, you know, things for review and prizes and what have you, the different companies, that they obviously share. If we do a tweet about that, they'll share it, and, you know, Instagram. Ample Sound share all of my tweets and Instagram posts, regardless of what other company I've been talking about. They're like really, really generous to the community in that way. So I really appreciate that. It's very cool that they do that. Anyway, they've got 5 prizes up all in all. Let's have a look and see what they are.
So I'm very pleased to tell you that Ample Sound have offered 5 full licenses as prizes for this giveaway. That means the 5 winners will pick one license of their choice. Now, that is only including the acoustic and electric guitars and the bass guitars as well. But I know
Now, amongst all of the excitement here, I haven't noticed in the live chat whether we've actually had an actual winner in the live chat. Let me know in the live chat now if anybody who's a winner is in here at the moment. I'd love to see them. So let's go with our first winner from... So the thing is here, these are not specific prizes. The winners can choose whatever full license they want to choose from the Ample Sound library. There's a limitation on some things. They're China instruments, and I think that's because they use iLock, and so these are all the non-iLock things that are prizes, and that's the vast majority of their catalogue anyway. So first up, this one can be read out by Mr. Ed Thorne, I think, and here we go. The first Ample Sound winner is
Malcolm Adams from Spain.
Hey, congratulations, Malcolm. I will be emailing you, and you will also be contacted by Ample Sound. Next up, for the next Ample Sound prize, this is going to be read out by Ricky. Here you go, Ricky.
Antonio Alves,
Hey.
United
Did you get those
Kingdom.
countries the wrong way round? Did you get those countries the wrong way round, Mike?
No, I didn't. I double checked this stuff.
No.
It looks like it should have been from Spain. Anyway, yeah, good stuff there. Next, I'll read this one out. This is the third prize from Ample Sound. This is, oh God, actually Ricky's going to read. No, I'll go for it. God Tont Schultz from the USA. That's probably completely wrong, but congratulations, God Tont. I don't know why I'm saying that in a kind of a French accent. Why would I do that? God Tont. It sounds like it should be. I don't know why. Anyway, as Ricky's laughing at me, he can read out the next one. This is from Australia. Should be an easy one, shouldn't it, Ricky? This gentleman from Australia is the only one from Australia, I think, is the winner, and his name is
Federico Azevedo Machado Vieira, Australia. There you go.
I love it. Well done, Ricky. He's getting used to this now, hey? He's getting used to it.
On the seat of my pants there, I'm telling you.
One of the great things about having guests on the show is because I've never been diagnosed as dyslexic anyway, but I'm pretty sure I'm dyslexic in some way at least. So, yeah, it's great to have the guests on so that they can do the difficult parts of the show for me. So wonderful to have you guys up here. I just want to pull up Mr. Pete John's I'll just drag him in here. G'day, Pete. How you going? I'm
Hello,
going to pull
hello.
you up.
Hey, Ed.
I'm going to pull up
How's it going,
Marlon, and I'm going to pull up
Hey.
Chris, and I'm going to pull up Jade,
Hey.
and I'm going to pull up
Hey.
Jan,
There we
Dan,
go.
Jan.
Hey.
There we go.
Hey.
I just-
Hey.
Hey, Dan, how's it
we
going?
Yo.
became the Brady Bunch.
So marks out of 5, guys, just using your fingers of the show so far.
What?
Just
Was
a
that
score
English?
out of 5 for the show so far. Just show of fingers.
I think
Oh, Dan. Oh, Marlon's keeping his hand down there. He's obviously busy doing something else with his hand.
that's obviously a 0 from Marlon. Playing bad cop.
Ricky's got
Mike, I
nothing to
think-
say on the matter.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'd say
all right,
four,
I
but it
gave
could
you
be a
the
5
finger,
with your
mate.
desk in the back cage bit.
I really think that we should probably move on quickly here. We've used up 55 minutes so far. I really want to let these people know who the winners are. So we are going to quickly go through and look at the next one. I've got to just tee up something here, guys. So sorry about this. Talk amongst yourself. The next prize was from Izotope. Who are Izotope users here? Show of hands.
Really? So little?
So little.
No.
Oh.
I need
Well,
both hands.
we've got
That's
we've got mobile users here. I guess Izotope don't do much mobile. Jade even. I've got Dan and Jade.
Jan.
No, they
Jan
don't.
Brady.
Unfortunately, hopefully they will soon.
Yes, they don't. Maybe this could be a good opportunity if you're watching Izotope. You know, hit iOS. You've got a couple of YouTubers here who promote the heck out of you. So anyway, Izotope have offered just an amazing prize. And a quick shout out to Dave Izotope. He's a good dude as well. And let's see what the prize is.
So pleased to tell you that Izotope have generously offered as a prize for this giveaway the massive Music Production Suite 4.1. It actually includes everything I've talked about in this video and is valued at around about 900.
So let's pick one of. Let's get rid of. Let's get rid of Ed here. Ed, I think we should get rid of you because you were late, so he can go. Jade, it's too distracting to have Jade. She's just so entertaining. I'm going to get rid of Jade there. Let's get rid of Marlon because he gave me 0 points for the show so far. And it's my retribution.
This is like Survivor.
This is a bit like Survivor.
Exactly. The magic torch what do they have?
I'm not sure who to penalise here because I've got some of the best guys here. But you know what? I'm going to get rid of all of you. I'm just going to get rid of all of you now. Good. See ya. Bye. Dan, you too. Off you go. Because I think the person who should read out the prize for Izotope is Mr. Sanjay C. G'day, Sanjay.
Hello, everyone.
I am so pleased that you're in here. This is my little bit of, for folks watching, this is my little bit of sort of fame. I don't know you terribly well, Sanjay. We had a great chat when you were on the show, but you know, you're still a little bit of an idol to me. We're friendly. We're on Facebook together. Does that count as close friends in this day and age?
Yes, that's as close as we can get, you being so far away from me.
That's very, very true. I want to tell you, for folks, God, has anyone not heard of Sanjay C, who's in the chat? I hope I can get you another 10 or so subscribers, Sanjay, by you being here. Follow the link.
Everyone counts.
follow the link in the description. Things have been going very, very well for you. I watched you at the point that I'm at now, 100,000 subscribers. And now you're on like 308.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I didn't do the I was tempted to copy you because I'm well known for copying people. You did the thing where you filmed the screen while you were, and you called your mum, I think. You called your mum when you hit the 100,000.
Yep.
Yeah. But and I thought I could do that. But my mum really doesn't care that much, to be honest with you.
Yeah, my mom was awake and counting even before I was.
So, but amazing. That's great to have that support. Thanks, Mum. But yeah, 380 something thousand, is it you're on now?
Getting there, yeah, almost at 380.
And you're still holding down a full-time job, are you?
Yes, still have the job and the YouTube, so that's 2 full-time jobs.
You
Feels
are,
like
yeah,
it, but it's so much fun.
you are amazing. I love the energy in your videos. Folks, if you don't know Sanjay C at all, He well, now I think of you, and I could be wrong about this, Sanjay, but you kind of get the news out there to people about the new stuff which is out there. If there's a new product, if there's a new piece of software, you also highlight artists, some great featured artists as well that you highlight. I see you doing that on Instagram and everywhere. And you talk about hardware as well. And what's the favorite part for you? I mean, what excites you about it now that you're on 380,000 subscribers? What gets you up at the weekend to make those videos?
Doing better every time. That's what it is. It's the challenge of getting something new, giving people a new sound, thinking of a new idea that people would be excited about. It's hard to get people's attention sometimes on YouTube, but that's a cool challenge to have. It's like, right. What tutorial can I create now? What do people want to see? What new thing can I inspire people with? It's that kind of stuff that really gets me. But I'm really glad you mentioned that artist thing. So I know there are a lot of independent artists out there, and on my Saturday news report, I love to feature independent artists. My wife Dorothy, she finds people out there who are just getting started or who are experienced and trying to get their music out, and we feature them in the news report. So yeah,
awesome.
That's one of my favorite things.
Now, I don't want to go into detail about this, but I released a video about a week or so ago now. It was a little bit of a backstory for me. It was completely different to anything I've ever done before. And it was a little bit of backstory, and I had a little bit of a chat with people about some anxiety and depression. And I just want to say thank you to you, because when I spoke with you and your wife after you were on, we had a bit of a conversation about that, and you were both incredibly encouraging. You were saying you really should make that video, and you're a little bit behind that, so thanks for that. Thanks for the encouragement on that, because I know a lot of people sort of felt like a lot of people benefited from that particular video, and I've got to say it was probably the most important video that I've ever released on YouTube.
There you go. I'm so glad you did that. And I think creatives have the unique thing of, we're alone at home. We're creating at home, whether we're just in our studio making music or creating YouTube videos. It's us by ourselves and trying to do something unique and get people's attention. And sometimes, we're in our heads a lot, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
absolutely.
Sometimes talk about that and release some of that energy is great. So I'm glad that you did it.
It was great. Now, I'm going to let you read out the name of the person who has won this Izotope music production suite. I've actually noticed while we were talking that I got a little bit out of order, and I've skipped over IK Multimedia, so I'll have to come back to that in a moment. But this person is the winner of Music Production Suite 4.1. Are you an Izotope user?
Actually, I love Izotope. Yeah. Ozone gets on every one of my tracks. So yes, love Izotope.
Me too. Yeah, every single track, the mastering stage, always in there. Here we go. Here is the winner of this prize. I'll let you read that out, Sanjay.
Okay, it's Jay Sharon John Ramos from the Philippines. Congratulations. Yay. Woo!
Congratulations. One of my favorite countries. I went to the Philippines once and got very, very drunk and did karaoke in a really... When they do karaoke there, it's not like in a small room. I was on a big stage with
it's
like
serious there.
500 people watching, and I was the only white guy in there, and my God, did they make fun of me. I can tell you, they really made fun of me for a very long time. But yeah, it was great. I love the people in the Philippines, and also the music culture there is absolutely huge. If you want to hear some good singers, make your way to the Philippines at some point. Nice to see you, Sanjay. Really nice to see you. I hope you can just hang around.
I only came just to say hi for a second, but I'm so glad we could chat. And congratulations to you and to all your viewers. Yeah, you're following the right guy here. He's got a great attitude and lots of knowledge. So keep up the great work, Mike.
Thanks very much, Sanjay. Very much appreciate it. So we are going to be moving on. As I mentioned, I did miss the IK Multimedia one. So let me pull up and remind you all of what the prize for that was. Here we go. IK Multimedia actually is one of my favorite companies, I've got to say. And just, they've been releasing a lot of very cool stuff over the last year or two. So let me just have a look at this prize.
So I'm so pleased to tell you that the prize that IK Multimedia have offered for this giveaway includes all of my favourite plugins and pieces of software from them. It's the Total Studio Max 3.5 bundle, which is one of their flagship products, and it's worth around about $999. So one lucky winner is going to get their hand.
Okay, even though we only have one lucky winner, I thought I'd just pull two people up. Maybe, Pete, you can take the first name and Jade can take the second name. But the reason I pulled you up is when I think of IK Multimedia, both of you look at their products. And although this is a software product, they're massive on mobile products, actually. So I'm going to go Jade first. Jade, you've recently... Oh, can't get the fingers right today. Jade... Jake, what was it you'd recently looked at from IK Multimedia?
I think it was this baby. It was this distortion pedal. Here we go.
Oh, yes. Oh, you got the distortion. I got the distortion and the, what did I have? The reverb, actually. Or I should say reverb, of course. But
I wanted that one as well.
Very, very cool. How did you find it, Jake?
Oh, look, I love it. Look, the thing is, I'm always honest about my reviews. I like ultra grindcore death metal. It probably can't pull that sound that I want. It's great for stuff like Metallica, that real 80s, 90s thrash kind of stuff. So perfect for that. Not so much for the death metal, but for cracking out that kind of stuff, it's perfect. Look, most of the stuff I use here is IK Multimedia. I have an iRig Pro Duo that I run everything through. I've got a bunch of their gear. I love them a lot. They are a fantastic company, and they look after me, and they look after a lot of their customers. So they release very high quality stuff.
They do. Pete, you did that iRig Pro, did you?
Yes.
I'm due to do that. I've got one here. I haven't taken it out of the box yet. What should I look forward to?
Yeah, look forward to it. It's just it's perfect in terms of its flexibility, the quality that you get on the go. Like I use that versus my Focusrite or my Steinberg interfaces, and iRigs earlier on, and Jade can attest to this. Like when they started out, they had some teething problems. Using the headphone jack and things to plug into. Now every IK Multimedia product you get out of the box has USB-C, A, and Lightning. So it just means that you plug it into everything, and it just works to the point that I got the iRig Stream Pro, which is a very cool device. It's got a stereo input there. I took that with my Roland Cube down to the beach, plugged that straight in, and it was the best quality sound that I've got on any live show for a really long time, because it just captured that perfect 24-bit clarity coming straight through, straight into the Mac and straight out via live stream. So yeah, I continue to be impressed from IK, and must admit I don't use a lot of their software products, so I probably should. So there you go. Maybe
now that you're a Logic user, then you definitely can. Oh, what? Yes. I've never tried that one, Jay.
That's a stomp. It works with the iPad. Man, this thing, it's heavy. It's a beast. You could run over this with a tractor and it wouldn't crush. It's amazing.
Oh, by the way, folks at home, don't do that. No. You may invalidate your warranty.
Unless you're doing experimental music,
But yeah, let's find out who the winner is of Total Studio Max 3.5, which is just an incredible prize to have, because it's just got so much in there. You'll be using it for years and years and years. It'll take you a few weeks probably to download the whole prize. So let's take a name each. Pete, you can have the first name. Jade, the second one. And the winner is?
The winner is Douglas.
Douglas, Jade.
Twitchell.
From the U.
For S.
Of A.
Okay, so professional here. Wonderful. Thanks so much, folks. I think we'll move on to the next prize.
I think it's from Connecticut. I think Douglas from Connecticut guy.
What was that? Pete, what was that? Muttering under your breath about Connecticut there.
Yeah, no, I'd like to know exactly where they're from. Not the creepy way, but
I want
it's
their
just like,
address
USA's
and
a big
social
place.
security number. Come on, what's going on?
Oh dear, oh dear. Now, the next prize is going to be from Arturia. We've got 3 prizes from Arturia. They're the 3 final prizes for the show. Folks who have been watching, it's been a bit like pulling teeth, but we're getting there.
I'm
We'll
waiting
soon
for the
be
comments. An hour and a half to announce 24 prizes.
I know.
Go to 1 hour 26 to find out the actual video.
Timestamps.
Timestamps. Somebody will take care of the timestamps, I'm sure. But before I do, I just want to say that one of the sort of really rewarding things for me over the last few months has been creating a Facebook group, actually, to do with sort of creative source, and particularly for my cakewalk community. I don't know how quickly Facebook groups grow, but I feel like mine's grown kind of pretty quickly, but I'm more pleased with the fact that everybody takes part on a daily basis. There's just so much going on in that group. And there's so much to learn about actually growing a Facebook group. It's very different to YouTube. Very, very different kind of thing. Now, a man amongst us who has, I think, maybe the second biggest home recording Facebook group. It may be the second biggest, but certainly the best, in my opinion. I always say the best Facebook home recording studio group in the universe is HRSZ. I finally got the acronym right.
Uh-oh.
See,
Shall we do that number that we've wanted to do together?
All right. Hang on. They say that our love will never be because you've got me, and Jade, I've got you, babe.
I love studio life today. It makes me happy in every way. Oh, Petey, I'm so glad I've got you. Oh,
Jade.
Pete.
I've got you, Jade.
I've got you, Pete. I've got you, Pete.
Mike is going to be so happy with us and our
Okay, there we go. That was an awkward moment.
Oh man,
Well,
that was
awkward moment.
amazing.
Oh, dearie me.
That was amazing.
Was it what happened for you there, Ricky? What actually happened for you? Because I've just
You froze.
Did I freeze? Yeah, you see,
Yeah,
everyone
you
else
froze,
froze. Everyone else froze for me, and I was by myself there. But anyway, we can move past it. Thank you, Restream, for providing such a great service every week for me. Ricky.
Yes.
We've done things in reverse from each other. You started off by creating a Facebook group and have now opened up a YouTube channel, all right? I started off with a YouTube channel. We've gone Facebook group. I'm just going to take a look at your channel, and you are on 113 subscribers. You were 85 earlier on.
Well,
this is really nice. So congratulations on reaching your 100 and going through it. Really, really happy to see that. Rick, what's the difference? What do you feel like the difference has been for you? I know this is not of any interest to the audience whatsoever, but it is to us, but so they'll have to suck it up for the last 3 prizes. But what's the difference growing a YouTube channel as opposed to growing a Facebook group?
I think growing a YouTube group is harder.
Oh, do you?
But maybe that's because I'm still getting into it, as it were. Because even though I've got a reasonably large Facebook group, it doesn't follow that all of those people will migrate to the YouTube channel because you still got to earn it. Yeah. So that comes down to having content that people really want to watch. And even though there's no money involved. It's like, well, you still got to win them over.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, I mean, I started the group, and it was with the view to share knowledge, especially with people that are just coming into the game, and that's where I get my buzz from. Really, it's about the gateway for people getting into it. I mean, yes, we have many levels of members on the group, in terms of experience, but it's for me, it's more about people that are new to it and sharing what I know. Unfortunately, I've been on Round the Sun a few times now, so
Doesn't
I've
show.
got something to share with them, and it's in a community that allows people to learn at their own pace. So we don't do. I mean, okay, there's one or two gear snobs, but there aren't many, and that's not the tone of the group. So yeah, well, there's HRSZ. So of course you've been wondering what this is, isn't it?
Yeah, what is
I
that
know
on your?
you have.
What is that? I just thought you were wearing a very cool T-shirt and hat that happened to be matching. What is
That's
BS
my other
and?
group.
Oh, really? You've got another group? You've been
Yeah,
holding out
I
on me.
do. I do, yeah.
What's this one
Um,
all about?
as I said, I'm very much interested in people who are at the gateway to making music, and one of the companies out there that definitely help people in terms of getting gear together is Behringer. And I've been a Behringer fan for the last 30 years, so um, I guess I started the group a couple of years ago, and yeah, we are the second largest Behringer group as well.
Cool.
So I'm really pleased, especially they've had a splurge of new products this week. So lots of people interested.
I'm always wanting to try out the X Touch. Hey, people ask me all the time about the Behringer X Touch.
It's good.
And I've never had a chance to try it out. It's something I hope to get my hands on at some point and actually try it out, because I've got a feeling it could be really good for Cakewalk users, especially, who are a big part of my viewership. Anyway, we're going to move on to the final 3 prizes. Rick, you can help me out to read out the names, because it's one of your specialities. And the final 3 prizes come from one of my favourite companies. I think they're one of your favourite companies as well, Rick, Arturia. You're a bit of a keyboard guy and all that. So let's have a look and see what Arturia have offered as prizes.
Arturia have donated 3 prizes for this giveaway with a combined value of almost $1,200. Those 3 prizes are V Collection 8, Effects Collection 2, and their awesome software.
Yeah.
My 3 favourite people for reading out names for this have been Rick T. Brown and Chris Salem, and also Marlon. I can't say Marlon. I've known Marlon for a couple of years. I can't pronounce his Thursday also. That's one of the reasons why I'm not reading that many of the names. But yeah, so congratulations to these 3 winners. And the first of those with Arturia Pigments, which is a fantastic software synthesizer, actually. And I'll throw this one out. It's a Canadian winner, but regardless, I'll still have Rick read it out, because yeah.
Go on.
Go on.
Chris E.H. Young from Canada.
I pondered over this. Yeah, you said E.H. I hadn't thought about that. I thought it could be like Chris A. Young. I thought
That's what I would say.
Could be, yeah.
Yes,
But I like the EH spin.
it's nice, isn't it? E.H. Yeah, it sounds sort of
It has
official.
something.
Hey, I'm Chris E.H. Young. Very, very good. Second winner, this is going to be read out by Chris, is for Arturia Effects Collection. I use a couple of theirs in my workflow all of the time. One of the reverbs that they make, I think it's called Infinity, is actually my favorite reverb. It's sort of a go-to one for me. And I
actually
also
work a lot with the compressors.
Oh, the compressors are great, actually. They're really good.
Great. They're amazing.
And although they're very subtle, I actually do use the preamps, their preamp plugins sometimes. I'll pop those on a vocal sometimes, especially if I've only used a fairly basic interface to record with, when you've got a very, very clean interface with no color or anything like that on there. I like to start off with those preamps. But anyway, you can read this one out, Chris. The winner for this is
Brandon Woodruff from the USA.
Congratulations, Brandon.
That's a nice prize.
is an awesome prize, and our final prize of all of the 24 prizes. And before I do actually read it out, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been in the live chat. I've largely been ignoring you, I'm afraid to say, but I've seen you chatting away there. It's been really, really great for you to all be here. And don't forget that I do have a fantastic giveaway again next Tuesday. I'll be announcing that. I don't want to use the words huge or ginormous or gargantuous, but it really is that case.
Something big is coming.
Yes, indeed. So finally, I would say that the last winner is going to be read out by Marlon, and this is for V Collection 8, which is a fantastic collection of virtual synthesizers and old sort of organs, keyboards, and there's some acoustic pianos in there. Awesome prize, and the winner is
Chris Cohen.
Yay!
Yay!
Congratulations, Chris. I will be contacting all of the winners by email, and then I'll be putting you in contact with the sponsors who have supplied all the great prizes. And finally, I have to say a huge thank you, not just to my guests and some great YouTubers, but people who I'm extremely proud to call friends. That's the number one thing for me. Because, to be honest with you, I would not have people on the show who I don't respect and admire as people above everything else. You've been wonderful to me over the last 2 and 3 years, all of you individually. It's always, if your messages pop up on my phone, I know it's always going to be worth having a chat with you. So thank you so much to all of you. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to working in the future with all of you as well. I'm going to get rid of you one. I love this. What did you say, Jade, earlier? Partridge Family or something like that?
The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Something in that era.
On your game, Mike.
When were you born again?
1855.
Jay, thank you so much for joining us after you've just come from your own live show. It's always great to have you here. Any final words before you say goodbye to the folks?
No, congratulations to everybody who won. Congratulations to you, Mike, on 100,000. And thank you for allowing me to come on and rub shoulders with all you fine, fine people. Love all your work. You guys rock. So, yeah, awesome stuff.
Thanks so much, Jay.
Do what makes you happy, folks. Do what
Absolutely. We'll see Jay again soon. I definitely will be inviting you to future shows. Bye-bye. Let's hear from Mr. Ricky T. Brown. Any final words about music making, Ricky T. Brown, for the beginners out there?
Yeah, keep pushing. The dam will break.
Okay, a little bit cryptic there, Ricky. I like it very much.
Nice.
Very, very much. Yes, thought he might come up with something a little bit deeper than that. But anyway, Chris, you're like a guy who's got deep things to say. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Goodness.
You don't know too many of the folks on the show here. Have they put you off? Do you feel like, oh my God, what a crazy bunch of assholes? Or do you think you make it back again?
No. At some point, I felt left off, so I just started to wear my Austrian audio headphones like you guys.
Well, that's right.
You know. But Mike, congrats again for the 100,000 subscribers. This is amazing, and of course, thanks for the invite. Yeah, it's as deep as I can go at this time.
Good stuff. Definitely check out Chris's channel.
Thanks for all your audience to be showing up tonight. It like I think you went up to 225 people.
Did I really?
Watching live
That's
at some
amazing.
point. So
of course, it was I wouldn't know.
A great turnout. So that's awesome. So thanks again.
See you again soon, Chris. And again,
See you
thank you
guys.
so you've given me over the last few months, especially. Much, much appreciated.
Anytime.
Cheers. And we have Dan here, the lonely rocker. Not feeling so lonely tonight, are you, Dan?
No.
With all of these folks in the house to hang
How could
out
I with all these wonderful people below me?
Dan, what can we look forward to from you? I know you've just released a video, by the way. I didn't mention that. What was it about? You were just telling me about it.
Yeah, well, Ed doesn't own the market audio interfaces. I actually got back into an audio interface video for a company called CAD Audio. I have to say, I never heard of them before, but they've been around for like almost 90 years or something, at least in some form. So they have a new audio interface coming out, microphones, all kinds of cool stuff. So we were doing some stuff together. So I just dropped one today.
Cool. Dan, it's again, you've been a great friend to me over the last probably a year or so now, close to a year. We met on Ricky's Facebook page,
Yes.
but I knew of you before that because, of course, I'd watched those videos, and it was just great. Just you're much nicer off camera. No, it's just been great to get to. It's been great to get to know you, man. And I look forward to having you on the show very, very soon. I promise you I won't insult you too much, but thanks for being here, Dan.
But thank you, Mike. Honestly, you are an inspiration and to what's possible. You know, just regular blokes like us who are just trying to have some fun and share some knowledge, and you do it as good as anybody. And it's
Cheers, man.
I appreciate. I'm just happy to call you my friend, and always happy to be there for you anytime.
Good stuff. This is beginning to sound like the Grammys or something like that. So let's move on. No one's thank God yet. But Marlon, you've got the best looking picture here, even though you're a bit dodgy on the audio once in a while. But that's okay.
What?
Man, it's been good to have you on here, and I sometimes think that your sense of humour is one of my favourite types of sense of humour. You should allow a little bit more of that out on your YouTube channel once in a while. I think so. People have got a little taste tonight, but yeah, thanks so much for being here.
I lose all of my humor when I create videos. It's like poof, like poof. But then I see your face and Ed's face, and yeah. Then I got fueled again.
I knew you'd get something in there. Any words of wisdom though before you go, Marlon?
No, nothing.
Okay. See you, Marlon. Always nice to have you on. Ed. I see you've got your cushion there. A little bit of product placement in the background, Ed. I've still got your hoodie that you sent me. It's one of the nicest hoodies I own, actually, to be honest with you. Not the time of year to wear it at the moment, but
you live in Australia. It's never the time of year. Why didn't you?
Oh no, it gets really chilly here. It gets down to like sometimes like 6 degrees in the winter. So you've never struck me as a very wise person, but let's have a go anyway. Some words of wisdom.
I mean, what do I say to that? I mean, I think Jade said everything. That was a fantastic finish. And you know that I'll tell you what I really think later.
Oh dear, you're a good sport, man.
What I would say is congrats on 100,000. How do you feel about that?
No, I feel that it's just weird, isn't it? That when you reach milestones, you know, I mean, I'm just thinking of the next one, but it's not necessarily a milestone which is about kind of about numbers of subscribers. That's not really my milestone. It's continued happiness in what you do. It's just about it being fulfilling always. The numbers at the end of the day are fun, but it's really for me about. I feel like I want to kind of go to the next stage now and just surprise people a little bit and do some things a little bit different. Anyway, but that's another conversation. But yeah, thanks so much, man.
I'm sure you will.
It's been a great pleasure to know you as a person, and look forward to working with you as we move forward. And finally, Mr. Pete Johns, my oldest YouTube buddy, and now the others have gone. I can say my favourite.
You started with me and you ended with me. I mean, it's pretty clear, Mike. Playing favourites, absolutely. No, it's because I'm wearing the DistroKid t-shirt.
Thanks for wearing the t-shirt. I was going to say. You've been just a great help to me. I know everyone thinks you're a nice guy, in terms of when they see you on YouTube, but you actually are a nice guy in real life. Not always, but most of the time.
No one's perfect. 90%.
No, you're perfectly imperfect. But no, thanks so much, man, for all of the support you've given me. Not only in terms of advice about growing YouTube channels, which you gave me some great advice about that early on. you're a guy that if I'm having a rough day and I just need to chat with someone, need to get off my chest, you're always like the person who gives exactly the right advice, exactly the right time, as all of my friends, in fact, in that way. But you've been, a real rock in that way. So I just want to thank you personally on air for that so much, man. And I'll leave you with the final word of wisdom. I'm just going to leave you hanging.
Oh, Mike likes to do this to me and put me on the spot. Luckily, I've always got something to say. Now, I wanted to say thank you to Mike. Congratulations on the 100,000 subscribers. That is pretty darn awesome. And someone in the community said, I didn't win today, but being part of this community is like a prize. So I think that, that if that doesn't hit you down in the cockles, I don't know what will. And also, thanks to Mike for putting this together, because I don't think folks realize exactly how much work goes into doing a giveaway like this. Just the admin and all of the stuff behind the scenes. Everything you saw on camera, just rest assured there was 10 times as much behind the scenes that Mike had to do. So great job to all the companies who came on board to support Mike and support the channel, and great job to DistroKid for supporting independent creators like us, because we couldn't do it without you as well. I'm Pete, and I hope you're well. Thanks everyone. See ya. And this is where I do a little dance. Mike likes to leave me here so I can dance. Shall I play a tune? I'll play a wee song for you, shall I? Mike from Creative Source. He's the only one who still sounds like he's